Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining me on another episode of BOMA Greater Dallas Unplugged. Today, I'm going to be interviewing Mary Lurston, Managing Principal of Management Services with Holt Lunsford Commercial. And today, we're going to be talking about the Outstanding Building of the Year and what it's all about. So let's say hi to Mary. Hey, Mary, how's it going?
Good morning, everybody. It's going great. Happy to be back in the office finally.
Good. Well, so thank you for taking the time to talk to me about the Outstanding Building of the Year. So let's just start fresh, as if I've never competed in the program. What exactly is the Outstanding Building of the Year?
Well, simply put, it's a management competition where teams get to compete against other management teams who manage similar product types. So the winner gets bragging rights for a year.
Yeah, kind of like your little trophy shelf there you've got behind you.
Display case.
I love it. So as a former international winner, can you tell us why you decided to enter your building into Toby?
Well, actually, I didn't. My beautiful and bossy friend, Angelique, happened to be chairing the Toby committee that year. So she volunteered for me. But I've never been one to back down from a challenge, so I happily, obliged, and I'm very glad that I did.
Good. Sometimes we need that little push there. I know I might have been pushed a little bit. I think we've had some other people tell us to enter, but like you said, it was a good thing to do, to push us into it.
Yes, we're very good at being voluntold.
Yes. So was it a hard sell to your building owner to enter?
Not really. I knew what made my asset manager tick, and he was all about the finances. So I made sure to highlight, the benefits that matched, his goals. So once I explained to him the financial impact of entering the competition spread out over 5 million square feet was 0.00 cents per square foot, I really didn't have to go much further. Every asset manager is going to be different, right? So some would love to have the bragging rights and the prestige of having a winning building in their portfolio. Others would be interested to know that their building is being ran at its operational peak performance. So I would just highlight the benefits that match the personality of your asset manager. It should be a lot easier sell at that point. And just keep in mind that, if you win, not only do you look good, but you're making your asset manager look good. Mine actually went on to win a major award at his company following our international win. So that success is shared, outside of just, you and your immediate staff.
That's exciting. I know it's like you kind of get recognition from people that are out of the BOMA circle, and so it's so good to hear your asset manager also got an award with his company. I think that's so cool. So what's the most surprising part of the Toby process?
I was really impressed at how many people wanted to get involved, outside of just our staff. My leasing team, they wanted to help and they volunteered and they did an outstanding job. Our vendors, of course, they were amazing in the amount of time that they devoted to the process. And then really surprisingly, our tenants. So, you would think my tenant won the lottery when I announced which tenant I had chose to do the interior, tour of their space. They were so excited, Kristine. They asked if they could do the tour themselves. So I just let them do it, let them run with it. They had their whole spiel, they practiced, they had handouts for the judges. So I was just impressed that, it wasn't just us being excited and, everyone wanted to help. So it's not just a one-man show, but all the work just falls to the property manager. That kind of impressed me.
Well, I think that is not there, with you leading the charge. So did you have like a little rally meeting beforehand?
Yeah, we did. So just to explain, of course, our tenants have never heard of this process before. So just to explain, what we were doing and, what could potentially happen. And, we're competing against other buildings, they were excited. The beauty of using allied, BOMA vendors is that they understand, most of them do, and the process, and they've actually done it before and worked with other buildings. So they knew exactly what I was asking and why I was asking all the questions and had their answers ready, and it just were very, very helpful. It was a fun experience for sure.
Good, good. So how do you think Toby benefited you and your staff?
And the recognition that we received from, everyone in our company. We had, a fellow BOMA members, people I've never even met before. It's an opportunity, to network and to introduce, people were introducing themselves to me. Of course, our clients, right? Everyone noticed. So both myself and my admin at the time, we actually went on to win awards at our company. And then the following year, both of us won Lone Star Awards at BOMA. So, the recognition is there, and it's worth the effort. Putting yourself out there into the competition, that puts a spotlight on you and your entire team for sure.
That's good. So did winning a Toby impact your building or your tenants?
Of course. So from a marketing standpoint, about attracting new tenants and renewing your existing tenants, this is heavily publicized, both locally and then if you win regionally and then internationally. So you can imagine how many times your building's name is out there. Our leasing teams took full advantage of that in a marketing program. And your tenants, they're proud to know that they are officing an award-winning facility. So it was just a win-win for everyone.
Good. Would you recommend Toby to other property managers?
Would. It's one of the best programs that you can participate in that will show your company and your client that you guys are, you're a go-getter, you're willing to put in the extra work to make them look good. Because your company looks good as well. It's not just you. Again, that success is shared. So participation, it does not go unnoticed. Even if you don't happen to win, just the fact that you're willing to put in all that work and participate in this program, you're looking to stand out among your peers. This really does, it gets noticed on resumes for sure.
So what are some tips that you can provide to someone that's interested in entering?
Well, I would read the resources available on our BOMA website. Number one, just to understand what category makes the most sense for you to enter. There are several categories you can choose from out there. And two, just to know exactly what is required. You can go out today and print out the list of everything you're going to be expected to do and show and have. So there's no surprises that come later. And then attend all of the webinars and these training sessions that our local Toby committee they offer. We didn't have this back in my day, Kristine, so we really had to wing it. Our committee, they've done a great job in providing detailed training for both all of the written requirements and the property inspection itself. And then lastly, you can begin to work towards the Toby process now, even if you're not planning on entering this year, or maybe you're considering it for next year or the next. The longer you and your team work on this, the easier it is and the better your chances are going to be of winning.
Good. So I think we forgot, but what category did you win your international in?
Mine was an industrial park.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's so awesome. I think the committee has done a really great job on being a resource to people that are going through this process. The webinar is great, a great idea, in which anybody can still see that webinar on our YouTube channel. But I think the other thing too is that an entrant should remember they're not alone in this process. There's other people like yourself and Angelique or Carrie that are have said that they're willing to help mentor someone to go through this process. And then the committee, I think y'all have done such a great job in helping provide the timeline on what you should do to get to the end. And I think you guys have helped make that process look a little bit easier than when you're looking through the requirements packet. So kudos to you guys. Y'all done such a great job, and hope to keep seeing our Dallas buildings winning internationals each year. So
We've got a lot of international winners here in Dallas, so there's a lot of experience and expertise out there available to anyone who is interested.
Well, good. Well, Mary, thank you so much for your time and talking to us about the Toby, and I hope that we will see some more wins come up in July 9th.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. I hope you guys enjoyed my interview with Mary, and if you can't tell, I'm really enjoying this. Next up, let me give you a few reminders. As we gear up for in-person events, BOMA Greater Dallas has a requirement for all attendees. All attendees must wear a cloth face covering or mask at all times, except for when you're seated at your table. A mask must be worn when you enter and exit the premises, all while also practicing social distancing. Make sure to sign up for these upcoming events. We have the BOMA International Virtual Toby Celebration, which is going to be held at 2401 Cedar Springs, right up the road from the Crescent in Uptown Dallas. It'll be on Thursday, July 9th at 2 p.m. And the YP committee is going to be hosting Bingo Night. It'll be on Wednesday, July 15th. The July luncheon will be at Eddie Dean's Ranch on Tuesday, July 21st. And then the Foundations of Real Estate Management course will start on July 10th. So be sure to go to bomadallas.org and register for these events. Now, don't forget about our challenges that we have. We have the Gala Donation Challenge, where the person that donates the most items will win 10 tickets and a reserved table to the gala. Those items can be wine, spirits, gift cards, or a silent auction item that's $25 or more. We have until September 2nd. Also, I hope you guys are putting together those 30-second videos or a picture and a story to go with it, letting me know how you've kept your team connected during this COVID time. It can also be a positive outcome that you just want to share with us. So these submissions are due on July 14th, and we'll be sharing it during the July luncheon. And the top 3 stories will be featured during lunch. Listen up, emerging professionals. If you are interested in attending the 2020 virtual BOMA International Convention and Expo, there's a scholarship for you. It's called the J. Michael Coleman Scholarship for Emerging Professionals. To be eligible, you must be a full-time employee at a commercial real estate managing or operating commercial properties and have at least 5 or less years in the industry. So make sure you go to bomaconvention.org and apply by Monday, June 22nd. Now, if you're new to YouTube, you'll want to make sure to subscribe by pushing that button down there. It says subscribe. So then that way, when you log on your homepage, you'll see anytime we put new videos or the vlog up, then that'll pop up for you. So it's really easy to navigate. So make sure you do that. Thanks again for joining me for another episode of BOMA Greater Dallas Unplugged. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep up the good work. Have a good one. Thanks, guys. See you next week.